So the heavens brought to my attention this. So we're gonna talk about artists. They want me to warn each and every one of you, be careful what you listen to, okay? Because there are such things as, again, I'll explain. Because we live in a world that's filled with energy, right? That's how the universe works, is energy. How you create energy as well, right? It's not just how you talk. It's not just also by dancing, right? It's also through sound. That's why there's such thing as sound waves, right? When people want to talk to spirits, how do they do it? How can they hear spirits? Isn't it through frequency? There are certain equipment, right? To be able to connect, to be able to have that communication. Because again, it's by energy. So each energy, I'm just generalizing this, each energy has frequencies. And that's why when you go to temples, right? You go to these sacred higher temples, for example. When they do prayers and they do all these mantras and they do all these things, they're projecting that frequency. Again, it's how you want to manifest certain things. What you choose to do in what you want to manifest is none of my business. I'm saying that right now. It's none of my business, and it's not really my concern. The purpose of this video, okay, is to give awareness to all of you. There's a lot happening right now in regards to Hollywood here in America. And as I said from my previous videos, the government, they're not really the leaders of this country. It's major stockholders who are the leaders of this country. They're the ones who run anything that they want to run. It's just the way it is. Now, governments are just puppets. They're the face of them, of the leaders, the stockholders. So, being puppets, right? Imagine this, you're a puppet. You're working for them. They gave you power, they gave you wealth, they gave you prosperity, but the price of that, they own you, right? So it doesn't matter what your position is because that was part of the deal, right? If you wanted to be a president, if you wanted to be a mayor or a governor, or you wanted to be a celebrity, there are certain deals. That's how demons work. They work through deals, okay? That's how they get you. So my higher angels wanted me to educate and give awareness to all of you. Be careful with the music that you listen to. Be careful with who artists that you choose to listen to, okay? Because there are certain frequencies that's being exchanged. Every time that you listen to this, you are also manifesting that of what is being sung, of what is that energy of the music? What is the frequency that's being given to the music, right? That's the dangerous part here, because there's a lot of people who's like, oh, this artist is good, the music is, jumpy, the music is this and that, but you don't realize you're being also a victim of witchcraft. Yes, music is also witchcraft. Anything that you can create, anything, as in anything, is a part of witchcraft. When it comes to spirituality as a general whole is not just you're being prayerful. It's not just you put your faith in God, or you're doing anything that's religious or etc. to what's normal to society and what's normal to what you have learned and what you have been brought up to and accustomed to, right? Me explaining this, I'm trying to put you guys as the audience, right? When you go to a sermon, or you go to a convention center, you go to a concert, or you go to one of those propaganda advertisement company where they introduce you to a certain product, or they're trying to, get you to, be sold to whatever that is. It's the same with art. It's the same with anything that you can co-create, right? Because when you create something, whatever it is, you are putting energy to that source, correct? So the energy that you're putting into what you are creating, whether it's writing, whether it's verbal, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, which includes your entire body, yeah, that's more powerful. Because when you are, projecting a certain dance or a certain, that's why when you go to these islands where these Indians or certain old cultures where they're really far from, and it's 555, my higher angels, which is also your higher angels, want me to say these things to you. So when, for example, when you go to islands and you go to these tribes, right? Certain tribes that's really out of the public. And there are certain parts in the world where you cannot even enter that space, right? Because, again, it's not welcome to the public, right? Unless you're really brought up in that tribe. These tribes, okay? And I know this because I've lived many lifetimes with my twin. I know. I've seen it myself. These tribes have certain ceremonies that they do at a certain day and a certain time. Again, as I was recalling, I was telling you guys about the rings of light. If you don't know what that is, watch my videos, you'll know about it. Once those rings of light hit a point, right, that's the time that you can manifest, and that's the time of whatever it is, whatever you want. Now, these tribes, been ancient history, even from the time of Egypt, okay? Even in the time of Egypt, they knew what they were doing when they built the pyramid. I'm going to tell you right now, they knew what they were doing when they built the pyramid. Everything that's been shown to agriculture, everything that's been manifested, everything that's been passed down to society, to our community from way back when, okay, even from the ancient times, in Egyptian times, let's say Egyptian times, they have rituals. And these rituals include a lot of things. When you dance, when you sing, when you create, whatever it is, right? Sometimes they even get sand from an actual, like a gravel, like a holy gravel, or something that's been, I would say, witchcraft prior to history. There are spots here in America and around the world, not just America, but there's a lot here in America. But around the world, there are spots in certain continents in the world where these spots are holy grail. Holy grail meaning to say there are already energy that's already built in there, because there are portals. We're in spiritual war, right? How can you be in spiritual war if you do not have access to certain dimensions and certain realms? It does exist. So I'm explaining this because I need you guys to grasp, okay, as the audience, right? Because I need you guys to see what I'm trying to say. As the audience, you are taking all of this information in, right? Again, it's no different. You go to a concert. What are you doing? You're there to what? To take it in. So, again, I'm repeating, you are there to take, right? To receive, right? So if you put yourself in any situation where, example, the Astro World with Travis Scott, I made a video of that, of what happened to those kids in the afterlife. Go to that video, look for it in my videos. That is not by accident. That was intentional. Again, we're in spiritual war.